The overriding reason that I want to serve as village trustee is due to my commitment of service and my way to give back to our community. I'm thankful for the strong leadership that we've had in Shorewood that has historically stepped up to make forward thinking decisions that my family gets to benefit from today. A lot of those decisions were the reasons that my husband and I chose Shorewood, and we chose it as a community that we wanted to stay in to raise our two girls. I'm a millennial, and I'm also in a position in which I have the time, energy, and capacity to give back to our community. And I also get great joy from connecting with residents. One of my favorite parts of campaigning was knocking on doors and listening to residents and hearing, both the traditions that they loved about our community to make sure that they continued, and also to hear what their concerns were so that way their concerns were represented and also heard in all four decision making processes. I'm a believer that you give back when you care about something, and that you also give back as a way of showing gratitude to something that you're extremely thankful for. I think that for me, one of the great ways that I can contribute is that we're in a period of transition, which is really exciting for Shorewood. Is that we have a new village president, and I think that transition, people have all sorts of different emotions often attached with transition, and I find it really exciting. I've historically worked at organizations during times of great change and transition, especially transition with leadership. I worked at Sojourner Family Peace Center right after they had merged into one agency from two different agencies that were serving domestic violence survivors in different capacities. And it was a really exciting time. We were changing facilities. We went from one executive director to two executive directors who had very different approaches and different perspectives. But at the end of the day, they both were determined to serve our mission. And, that was great for our community because they both had this historical knowledge and experience that they got to build from, but they also had new ideas, new approaches, and they wanted to make it so that way the organization was more inclusive to the needs and the survivors that we served. And, I also worked at a rape recovery center when we had a brand new executive director. And same thing, the executive that was there had set up the organization for great success, but there was also a lot of opportunities for us to grow and to improve and to really look at some of the policies and procedures we had, and how we were making decisions and maybe how we needed to look at them through a new lens, and we needed new ideas, and leadership needed new inspiration of how they could grow and what they could do to further support the staff too. I feel like that was a really important piece, and how we could further connect with the different clients that we were serving. Additionally, at Public Allies too, we had a big transition where executive director left, and then we had an interim executive director as we moved towards that permanent executive director experience. And what was great about that too is that there was really strong staff in place and strong leaders that were involved, so that way they could really be that guiding force to help assist the new directors that came in, but also wanted to help them in any way that they could be successful. And I think that that's a really important piece of any person who fills this appointment seat, is that they have to have an understanding of some of the historical components of Shorewood, but also really an excitement and passion and commitment to moving Shorewood forward and trying new things, and listening to what our residents have to say, and also hearing all the different perspectives that our village staff and board bring to the table as we make all the decisions that are going to impact us into the future.